Let's look at 24. 24 says add or subtract, assume that all variables represent positive numbers. So when you look at 24, you need to add these things together or subtract. They're going to have to end up being like terms for you to add or subtract. Right now, when you look at it, they're not like terms. Well, the last two are, but they should end up being like terms. Okay, here's 24. It says, okay. All right, so I am going to need to reduce these. I'm going to need to simplify these. Looking at the first term, the square root of 5x squared. You know if it's a square root, you need 2 inside to give you 1 outside. So look at this x squared. 2x's inside, give me 1x outside. So it's really going to come out here and it's going to be an x. So my first term reduces down to x square root of 5 plus 7. Now what about the square root of 80? Do I know the square root of 80? Is that one of my perfect squares? It's not. But what perfect square goes into 80? I know 4 does, right? Square root of 4 is 2, and 4 goes into 80 how many times? 20? But there's another 4 in 20. So that would be 4 and 4 and 5. So what's 4 times 4? 16. I bet you 16 goes into 80. 80 divided by 16. Yep. Okay, and you know, you would pretty much need to know that list. Hopefully by now you know that list of perfect squares, right? 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. And I recognize that 4 goes into it, and then I recognize that another 4 goes into it, and I just had to realize that 2 4s give you 16. If not, if you do it with 2 4s, that's fine also. Okay, so this is going to be the square root of 16 times the square root of 5 times the square root of x squared. Okay, now I'm going to complete this term now. I have 7. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 5, I can't pull him from the radical. 5 just stays down there. And then the square root of x squared, like I just said earlier, is just x. So this term in the middle is, let's see, 7 times 4. What's 7 times 4? 28. So this is 28x square roots of 5. Now the first term was x squared of 5. Okay, which is really 1x squared of 5. So I know these two are going to go together. All right, let's do the last term. The last term is, well, actually it's the same thing, square root of 80x squared. So minus 3. The square root of 80 is square root of 16 times square root of 5 times square root of x squared. So this is 3. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 5, and then the square root of x squared is x. So when I put this together, the 3 times 4 is 12x square root of 5. All right, now look at this. I have 1x squared of 5 plus 28x squared of 5 minus 12x squared of 5. Calculator will do that for you. 1 plus 28 is 29. 29 minus 12, 17 of them. So my answer is 17x square roots of 5. All right, let me check, make sure that that's the answer that they have. Yep, okay. Questions on this? I feel like I might have I feel like I was talking too much without having anybody say anything. Does anybody have any questions on this? Pretty much
Yeah.
what you have to do is you have to reduce these three radicals. Once you reduce these three radicals, you see that they're all the same down here. And you can add them together. To reduce the radicals, I treat the x's differently than the numbers. I'm looking for 2 inside to give me 1 outside. And with the numbers like 80, I have to go down that list. 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, all those perfect squares.